I've already talked about how humiliation content such as 20v1s, smasher passes, pop the balloons, those videos are like the scum of the earth and how no one in their right minds should participate in them. I still stand by that, especially after this clip that I'm about to show you, because this was some foolishness here. You know how there are pros and cons to stuff, right? There's a yin and yang to things. Well, with content like this, there are no pros, just cons. Like, there is no reason to subject yourself to cringe like this at all. Now, before I get ahead of myself, this clip just came across my desk and I had to talk about it because it was very interesting. Now, most of you are familiar with pop the balloon content. The YouTuber that is racking up the views for this goes by the name Arlette Amuli, I think her name is. Arlette, Amuli, whatever. And her videos have been blowing up in regards to this style of content. And normally for no other reason than people just going on there to basically make a complete ass out of themselves. But this lady that we're highlighting today, she does just that. This chick puts her foot so far in her mouth, her tongue is growing bunions.
Hello, welcome in. I'll have you hold that. What's your name?
Tyra.
Tyra, how old are you?
I'm 31.
31, okay. And what do you do?
I'm an admin assistant for an HVAC company,
Okay.
and I also do personal assistant.
Nice, nice. All right. And now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
For fun, I like to go hiking. I like to stay in my house. Sometimes I go clubbing, and really just, I like to work a lot. So most of the time I'm doing my personal assistant business.
Okay.
Now, homie was very quick with the trigger here. Most of the other dudes in the line were still feeling her, right? Now, most regular people would look at this situation and think, hey, this lady's cool. Nothing wrong with what she said so far. She looked good. She's pretty. She's not sloppy looking. She sounds very well spoken. What was somebody dislike about her? Well, my inquisitive friend, please keep watching. It gets so much better.
Now, what are some of your, what are some things you look for in a man?
I look for somebody who's emotionally mature, somebody who has their shit together, knows what they want, and mainly has a growth mindset.
Okay. All right. And now, what are some deal breakers?
They have to like dogs.
Dogs?
Yes.
Okay.
And
You got a lot of dogs?
No, I got 2.
Oh, you got two? Okay.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
they're not going nowhere.
Okay.
Deal breaker, you have to have open communication. If you don't have open communication, you can't be trustworthy, then it's a deal breaker.
Okay, all right. So the guy has to be a dog lover. He has to have his shit together. Okay, it sounds okay, but what about that last one? Has to be a good communicator. That's the interesting part here, because what follows from here is some straight up tomfoolery. Take a look at this.
A pop balloon over here.
Yes.
So let's go on over here. If we can
Hello,
have your
sir.
name and age.
My name is Kim. I'm 27. What's up, Tyra? How you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, so I popped the balloon because honestly, like, I was supposed to go to lunch with her like last week, but she ain't hit your boy back. So I mean, like, on to the next. Like, but she's like a winner. Like, she cool. We've been knowing each other. She cool. You know what I mean? But that's why. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So,
That's what I'm talking about.
Tyra.
Oh, did you catch it? Please tell me you guys caught the magic trick. You literally just saw a woman go from Michelle Obama to Sexy Red in 30 seconds. If you didn't catch it, I'll play it again for you.
Go on over here. If we can have
Hello,
your
sir.
name and age.
My name is Kim. I'm 27. What's up, Tyra? How you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, so I popped the balloon because honestly, like, I was supposed to go to lunch with her like last week, but she ain't hit your boy back. So I mean, like, on to the next. Like, but she's like a winner. Like, she cool. We've been knowing each other. She cool. You know what I mean? But that's why. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So,
That's what I'm talking about.
I really hope y'all caught that, man. Not only did this chick get exposed for basically being a fraud, but when she got called out for also being a hypocrite, did she start twerking? I guess when in doubt, shake that ass, right? I mean, I've never understood that when it comes to some of these types of girls. Like, I remember, a couple months back, right? When that story of that woman who had her son in the Walmart with no clothes on, and it was like -2 degrees outside. The kid was literally shaking in the shopping cart, right? It was so bad that the people in the store who called her out went and bought clothes from the store. They bought clothes from Walmart to put on the child so that he wouldn't be cold anymore. And when the mother was getting called out and chastised for it in the store, he literally started twerking. Like she was at Magic City or something. I don't understand that. Maybe a woman in the comments could tell me what that's about, because I don't see the correlation between being embarrassed and twerking. But anyway, back to the topic. This chick gets exposed because we all just heard her say that she's looking for a great communicator, right? And not only do we find out that she's a horrible communicator herself, but she's also a chameleon, because she tried to present herself one way. And as soon as she got exposed, we found out it was all a smokescreen, and it failed horribly.
Honestly, it was a busy day. And as you know, I have a job and a business. So the communication wasn't there. And
I was gonna say that too.
Exactly.
You said it was communication.
The communication wasn't there.
You ain't even hit your boy back.
Yeah, but I didn't feel
It's all
like.
good.
Yeah.
We
So,
still cool though.
We still
You know
cool
what I mean?
though,
Probably, you know what I'm
regardless.
saying?
Yeah. I still support it,
Dang
no
sure.
matter what.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Just look at this goofy look on her face. She is definitely embarrassed. And I just had to say that for a majority of her talking. She couldn't even look at this man. She couldn't even look him in the face, which is a dead giveaway that she knows she wrong. And to be honest, I feel like she knew it was him the second she saw him when she walked in, and was hoping that she wouldn't have to talk to him. She dead ass was going to try and ignore him the whole time, but he was the first one to pop the balloon before everybody else called on to her game. Make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, this girl is embarrassed. Big time.
Let's go over here. If we can have your name and age.
So I'm Dejon, I'm 30.
Okay, Dejon, why did we end up popping our balloon?
She is so gorgeous, but like my man said, the communication part, you start off with the open communication. I love that. I need communication in my life. I love the communication, but when you say you didn't hit them back, if I'm busy, I'm gonna make time enough to say I can't make it, or I can't show up,
You're
or I'm gonna
right.
give you a good excuse, you know what I'm saying? But
A good excuse.
other than that, that's the only reason why.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, is Dejon someone that's your type?
No.
Okay, why not?
He too light.
What? Hey, yo. Yo, who mans is this? I'm sorry. Who girl is this? Like, huh? Too light. Now she just pulling shit out of her ass at this point. Like, she's kind of spiraling now, looking for anything that she could find in order to turn the tables back in her direction so that she can gain some sort of control in this, you know, in her favor. Because right now she's looking like Bucky the Clown over here, right? Like, she looking pretty shitty right now, and she knows it. She knows that the majority of dudes right there are not feeling her right now, and she got to do something to try and come out on top here. And I love how she tries to make it seem like, you know, he wasn't her type, right? Like, she shot him down with the quickness, and that she denied him. But really, in all actuality, he denied her. He was the one that popped his balloon, indicating that he didn't want to get to know her, which is a form of rejection in this case. She couldn't handle that. So when the opportunity came to try and tear him down, just like the snake that she has shown herself to be so far, she takes that chance and says that he's too light-skinned. How in the hell does that make sense when you the same damn shade as him? And that wasn't one of your deal breakers in the beginning. You ain't say shit about being too light-skinned was nothing that you said was a deal breaker for you. What's really going on? Please riddle me that, Batman.
I'm sorry.
Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough.
Hey,
Everybody
but your
tight.
styles.
I appreciate
it's
you, though.
fine. I
Yeah,
like
you
that.
gorgeous, too.
You
I
know.
thank you. I appreciate you.
No problem.
Thank you.
And the crazy part is, homeboy could have went low, but he decided to keep it cool and let her know that she was pretty and kept it classy. It's a good brother right there. It's a good dude right there. But her, nah. Now, she did go on to meet the rest of the guys in the line, but honestly, it's nothing special. And this is sort of where the viral clip ends. But I just want to talk about how much of a clown people make themselves look on the internet, whether it's intentional or unintentional. This lady literally went up there with the intentions of finding a dude to date, but ended up leaving with egg all on her face because she couldn't keep it real in the first place. She was playing games and she got busted. It happens to the best of us, but she didn't handle this well at all. And I've seen people huffing like massive amounts of copium, like sniffing the craziest of cocaine, talking about how she saw red flags in the first guy and didn't want nothing to do with him, so she was right for leaving the guy. And that isn't the case here. If she was as authentic and classy as she tried to present herself, she would have kept it real with dude from the get-go and told him that she wasn't interested. Instead, you set up a date with the guy, ghost him, and then don't even send so much as a text message telling him that you couldn't make it when you couldn't make it. And when you got called out and tried to laugh it off like it was funny, you couldn't even look the man in the face when you tried to come up with an excuse. But you want someone who's got their shit together? Ma'am, you don't have yours together. You see how people just be saying and doing shit and don't think that it'll catch up to them? And you know old boy was telling the truth because one, what does he have to lie about in this situation? If anything, it makes him look bad because he's exposing the fact that he got stood up on a potential date. And two, no guy will want to admit that they took a L like that. But the crazy part is he still showed her love and complimented her and said that she was cool. He still handled it better than she did. Then she moves on to the next guy. And when the guy tells her the reason why he popped the balloon, he says that it was really because of the bad communication part on her, and tells her that, you know, he values good communication in a partner and that he would let the person know if he isn't able to make, you know, a date, or he would be mindful enough of, you know, other people's time and come up with an excuse. And I almost wish that he didn't use the word excuse right there, because right when he said that, that's when she, you know, pounced on it. Like she tried to jump on his case, and, you notice she was like, excuse. Yeah, excuse. Basically trying to give him a hard time about it. But you the one in the wrong here. Don't think I didn't catch that. But look at how fast the real her came out when she heard something she didn't like. And I love how she took absolutely no accountability or even apologize for doing homeboy like that. Got so defensive and probably didn't even realize she was doing it. And it turned her into a different person. Like, you talking about you want communication, right? And somebody with their stuff together, and basically someone who's mature, but you can't even tell somebody that you don't want to be with them. Come on, man. That's crazy. But this this was crazy. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this video because this was a perfect example of why people need to just close their mouths sometimes. But that's all I got to say on this, man. I just happened to see this and I had to talk about it with y'all. The foolishness was too much not to bring to y'all attention. But man, let me know what y'all thought about this in the comments, man. Don't forget to smack that like button and don't forget to subscribe for the one time. Peace.